So one of the things that you're going to do is you're going to create what's called an app package. We used to call these Teams app packages. You really can think of them more as Microsoft 365 app packages, because these apps that we create can be used not just inside of Teams, but inside of Outlook and inside of the Microsoft 365 app on desktop, mobile, web, you name it. So you get a really good wide breadth of surface that you can actually deploy and have your apps used in. I'm just going to focus on the Teams experience today, but just know I could have these running as like a separate module inside of Outlook. So you could have like a CRM-based thing that's like inside of Outlook, right alongside your email and your calendar and your contacts. All this app package is just a JSON file with 2 images. And those images are to describe what your app looks like when it shows up in the different surfaces in Teams. And the JSON manifest tells Teams, here's the ID of the app. Here's all the details that I want to have inside of the app. Like it's a tab, it's a chatbot, it's an agent, it's a message extension. Here's the name, here's the description, here's the developer information, here's the version, here's the permission stuff, here's the single sign-on configuration. All that stuff you define in the manifest. But you don't deploy any code to Teams. You take that app package, you deploy it to Teams, and it says, cool, you got a tab. Where is it? Well, just like the SharePoint option, all of our tabs are just going to be rendered and surfaced inside of an iframe in Teams. When you go to like the Teams app for Viva Connections, that's just an iframe. When you go to the calendar app, it's just an iframe. When you go to the chat part to it, it's just an iframe, right? All of those things, all these apps you see inside of Teams today, they're just web apps that are hosted somewhere else. Teams is really just like this like hosting, like really thin client on top that allows us to surface our apps.